What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the WD Black, the Esports Club Pro League for Rainbow Six Siege, supported by Ubisoft. I'm your host, Foxtrot, and joining me is my co host, Baba Gusta. And we are here witnessing the day 4 of Division 2. That's right, we are into week 2 already, and quite the action that we've gotten to see. And it's no surprise that whatever we'll be seeing today is going to be quite the fight for the teams into this new season. That is, of course, season 4. Speaking of which, we've got season 5 registrations already underway, so make sure you head on to the description below in this video that you're watching right now and get yourselves registered for this action. And let's come back to the match in hand and offer the mic to Baba. In fact, Baba, the first match is going to be against teams that we so much love and care about. How do you think is going to play that is going to pan out? Sorry, and how do you think that is going to affect the tables that we might be looking at forward?
Well, talking about VPG, though, we did get to see them go up against ESM Super on Map Clubhouse, where they won 7-3. And then talking about Red Vipers, though, they didn't had a good day, though, against L2K, 7-1. Unfortunately, Team L2K shutting down Red Vipers 7-1 on map Oregon. We did get to see quite a lot of action coming in from L2K, and unfortunately from Red Vipers, we couldn't see anything much more from that. And also, as we take a look at this tournament standings here, also VPG are in the top of the leaderboards, currently having a total of 9 points, whereas Team Red Vipers not having a good day at all. In sixth position, having a negative 6 round conversion rate. They still have that 3 points in which they did won at least one match. They do, however, win one more against VPG. They will have much more of an advantage, knowing that they will be in a sixth. They will have a total of 6 points. The only difference is what kind of round conversion rate will they be in. If they do make it 7-0, that negative 6 conversion rate will get changed from 1 round conversion rate, in which they'll be in at least fourth position, going up against Dauntless Esports. And also, we take a look at that 1v1 comparison where we are against VPG. Talking about it, we are going to be able to see Seth, the man who did get the who did actually break the record again with Dark Lord, in which his record was at 24. And now Seth is currently the record holder with a total of 25 kills. He has a total of 44 kills in the season, whereas Shrisha on VPG has 12 kills, 5 assists, and 7 deaths. And talking about him, Shrisha, he's more of like a flex operator. He's more of like a flex player, as I might try to call it. Sometimes he goes to a fragging role, or maybe just goes to a support role. So maybe that's the reason why he has a little bit of less, the kill count conversion rate. But going up against Red Vipers is going to be a difficult challenge for them. Uh, Talking about it, Foxy, what do you think about the comparison here?
Well, let's be honest. We put Srisha's picture here just because he happens to look so awfully cute. No, I'm just kidding. It's because he obviously has been quite the influential player for his team, and obviously the comparison just in general, you happen to see Seth and Srisha both offering very different multitude of roles. So it's very obvious that hey, we'll be getting to see a difference in the numbers. But right now, you see the contradiction. Seth, despite the 44 kill count for himself, is not actually help put Red Vipers in a good spot in the league. Right now, as per the standings, they happen to be in the mid or towards the bottom. They might as well be the ones who might have to just scrape off towards that relegation phase. They might just have to be in that little window to stay safe and to stay in the game. But that's just not it. That's not where it ends. It's going to come down to this one fight that Red Vipers will be taking on against Vanquish Paradox, rather the current leaders in their own division. That being said, we'll be going into the match right now, people. That's right. Coastline is going to be the map, and Vanquish Paradox will be the first team to attack. It's going to come down to a very interesting take of things as to how we see Red Vipers trying to fight back against Vanquish Paradox. You happen to see this team be at the top, and there's a reason why they are. You've got so many other team names that might be making a resonance for you. You just happen to come down to these pro plays. You know exactly which of these names are going to resonate in your mind when you hear that word. That being said, Blackbeard, Jackal, Melusi, very standard bans, if I may say so, when it comes to Coastline. Valkyrie will be the one to get banned as well. So that means, once again, no Navy SEALs into this game. We've gotten to see this stuff come out quite a bit. Blackbeard and Valkyrie, both of them getting banned. They do happen to be amazing operators in their own right, but right now they won't be used. We'll be underway with the round one, but first and foremost, let's take a quick look at the rosters. We've got Nostalgia, Kurosaki, Dope Pope, Srisha, and Exter on the side of Vanquish Paradox Gaming. While on the other side, excuse me, we've got Anaconda, Seth, Bearfur, Electric, and Ali. It's quite the roster with both of these teams have. Honestly, you happen to see Red Vipers come out with quite the power packed performance. Always, they always are looking for fights, if not trying to engage in something you wouldn't really expect any other teams to do. But hey, here we are witnessing this match. Let's see what VPG has in store. They'll be the first ones to attack though, and the first round will be underway.
Well, first round being the site, first floor kitchen and service entrance. The site where VPG's main focus would be planting in towards the service entrance default and then trying to get that vertical lines of sight in towards second floor penthouse and theater if necessary. That's why you have Seth, and I believe it should be Electric who's going to support his teammate right in towards that specific location to make sure that they won't make those vertical lines of sight. You do see those holes being made right in towards kitchen in which Electric can be able to hold an angle right from the luggage right towards the kitchen window. That is a very good angle and also a main concern for the attackers to worry about that specific angle. The only counter is to make sure that they would gain control on Aquarium so that that angle would not happen yet again. Anaconda with some late holes being made right in towards blue, and where the action phase will proceed, where the attackers, both of the attackers, spawn in towards the ruins. Whereas the other players here on the side of VPG, that would be Dope, who's currently in towards the roof, will be able to do the drone works, give them important information. Now VPG is looking for a weakness here. See to make sure that if Red Vipers decides to go very aggressive, Seth is actually going for a pre-fire, and that pre-fire does not work at all. Lexter with his first frag, gonna take out Seth immediately, putting it in a very difficult situation here as they get the control in towards Sunrise Bar. With a bit of a drone works, they'll be able to get some major information in towards Hookah Lounge, and then they'll make their way in towards Sunrise Bar. Then they'll slowly just push in towards kitchen and then try to exceed pressure from Team Red Vipers. Talking about their intel, though, they do have Bearfur with those Maestro iCams and also the smoke gas canisters, which was used way back to control the Sunrise Bar. What's going to happen next is the biggest question.
That's exactly what we're here to find out, people. The push will come in any moment now. That's Ali G still watching this angle. That's the main hallway. So these pre-fires are expected by the attackers as well. And Kurosaki just happened to come around that corner, able to get the default cam. At least that's what it is for now. They still got the push coming in any moment now. 1 minute left. There's more than enough time for VPG to just happen to get all of this information that they really need right now and that they are really lacking. A 5 versus 4 still in the favor of the attackers. We'll see that push happen. Electric, though, he's got himself a nice angle, and now that pre-fire does follow up, but that's also his position given away. Exter still looking to make that push. Electric still holding this commitment on the Legion has definitely come down to not to quite a bit, but hey, wait a minute. Srisha already sticking the plant. A kill comes in, but that's a little too late, or is it not? The defuse being dropped, and now we see ourselves kick back. No 4 versus 3 make that. A 3 versus 3, a kill comes in. The refract follows up. Ali G trying to get the kill from the hallway. He won't be able to get it. It's going to come down to the pre-plan once again, but once again the denial comes in. Ali G from the hallway. The Vamai has been unstoppable, and that is the plan. In fact, down Nostalgia on the plan has been stuck, and now the triple kill follows up. That's Ali G taken care of. It's a 2 versus 1 that nobody had to fight against because Nostalgia is your man to do the job. Onto site, gets himself a triple kill, gets the plan down. It does not matter what you want to pull off in a round. Everything is here from Nostalgia. He's going to get the job done for you. At least that's what it is. But hey, again, more than just what Nostalgia happens to take us with, we'll be taking a quick break, just from the match. Not essentially a huge one because we just saw that we've got a possible disconnection coming in from the side of VPG, and that's what they've requested us to go for. So yeah, just a little bit of a pause in the timer, but not a whole lot to worry about. Definitely, we'll be seeing to get that reconnection of the player right into place. But hey, first round already in for the side of VPG, and that is quite the performance. You know, you want to put out that kind of performance, knowing that you're at the top of the division, not letting RV think even for 1 second that hey, it's going to be you will be able to just shut us down. But that's just the half of it. Anything you happen to have to add to this, Baba Gusta?
Well, talking about Extra's performance in the previous match, I've seen some very aggressive plays from Extra himself. When he was playing as Ash, though, he did, get some major improvements for VPG, winning at least. I'm just trying to check out here. Yep, VPG in their first half itself, when they were on defense, they did make 5-1 against ESM Super, in which Extra was the one who did claim up to get much more kills. And yeah, talking about this
Defenders,
map as
protect your
well,
bombs from being
this
defused by
match as well
attackers.
against Red Vipers. I believe we did
Bombs
get to see
located by
some major
attackers.
improvements coming in from VPG itself, especially from Mexter, how we did eliminated Seth right from Sunrise Bar. Quite unfortunate for him, though. I believe he just got wall banged when Exter decides to shoot at that specific location. Talking about Red Vipers, though, they are not looking in good shape, though. Although I do admire Ali G denying the plant, and also Anaconda denying the plant as well. Two plants which was denied from VPG,
10
and
seconds
yet
left.
they lose so many bodies in the execution phase that
5
led
seconds
VPG
to
won
go.
that round. It is in a dire circumstance where Red Vipers
Attackers are moving
needs
to
to figure
defuse
this
the
one
bomb.
out. They should not lose bodies at the time of execution phase. They need to at least get some, some refracts coming in from the team, and I believe we get to see some less refracts coming in from Red Vipers, though. Talking about VPG, they are in for a strong start, winning their first attack phase in first floor kitchen. With it this round second, I believe it's going to be the site yet again. We don't see any difference in operator changes, nor we don't see any difference in positioning. Although Electric done some minor adjustment with it, will be in towards officers, having troubles taking out the attacker drones, in which VPG should not have any problems dealing with the Legion in towards security. Although they do need to be careful of Ali G in towards that reception desk, and with it, the fight should be in about now. Not looks like it's going to be a good start at all. An accidental TK, which would give a heavy advantage to VPG, where Kurosaki claims the life of Electric, and Electric accidentally takes out Seth. Very unfortunate, but in a game of Siege, we must move on here. 5v3, 1 minute
Bomb
50
diffuser
seconds
has
left,
been
and Ali
dropped.
G will find that answer, taking out Shrisha, and with it, the diffuser.
Attackers have
She needs
located
to
a
worry
bomb.
about that security push, in which the Sophia, I believe it was Exter, who will make his way in towards reception desk with the help of the attacker drones, in which it just get destroyed. And Exter sees one. Can he get the shot? Yes, it does. An
Attackers
instant
reloading.
refrag will come in from the Ash, and also Berfer going down, putting it in a very difficult 4v1 situation. It all goes down to Anaconda. He needs to find 4 players. He did get one, but in the end, he's not going to be able to get the other as well. Vanquish Paradox yet again in a very strong start, winning round 2 on first floor kitchen yet again. And also, we take a look at it in the instant replay. Round 3 will commence, and would some that would actually signal Red Vipers to pick a different site here, knowing that they did not succeed first floor kitchen twice. It would be better to just pick the other sites. You have second floor hookah lounge, you have first floor blue bar, and also the site on second floor penthouse and theater, which was used when Coastline was firstly introduced. Then we did get to see some major meta changes, in which most of the players would prefer going for first floor blue bar rather than going for second floor penthouse. We did get to see some other maps like Clubhouse, where one of the sites we don't get to see more often, such as the first floor bar and stock in Clubhouse. You have
Attackers
another
need to
site on
locate and
Villa,
defuse
where
as
the
many
site is
bombs
called
as they
as
can.
living room and library. You don't get to see a lot of those sites being played on particular maps, and it's mainly because the defenders have less likely chance to win against them, so they would pick a site which would give them the highest chance of success, so they will go for second floor hookah lounge instead. So with it, Red Vipers need to pick up their pace, though. We are going to be able to see Electric going for Mozzie, whereas the Legion has been picked from Berfer. The only wild card pick here from Anaconda, picking up the cap can.
10
Those
seconds to
EDDs
insertion.
will prove to be quite efficient, where he'll be able to decline or deny
5
some major
seconds remaining.
damage here, forcing the attackers to contest in a gunfight with having only 30
Attackers
HP
must
remaining,
locate
which
and
would
defuse the
give
bomb.
Red Vipers a bit of a boost here. Let's see what's going to happen as we proceed to the action phase.
That's right. We'll be underway with the action phase. A lovely breakdown to what Babagusta just happened to give us that with Coastline as the map, cannot take things for granted. It's going to come down to some very expectable or actually non expectable outcomes. And that's exactly what we're here to find out. Nostalgia coming in onto the top of the roof. We've still not got the push coming in. That's going to happen from Kurosaki though. He's got the blue stairs, or rather the blue bars control quite quickly, looking towards the blue stairs. In case anybody's speaking, this is going to come down to a very standard attack push. Vuka does happen to be a very dependable site for the defenders to go back on, and this was expected to come out from Vanquish Paradox sooner or later. Well, here we are witnessing it onto round 3. Barefoot still looking to hold this very well, and he's been doing a good job, except for that, except for a little mess up that just happened in the last round. But let's be honest, Electric getting that team kill onto Seth was just not expecting, and now that's why I think Barefoot has been put on the Legion's role. Electric has been put out on a little bit more of an aggressive load. That's right. He's going to be out looking for fights. He's out here on the VIP with the Mozzie and the Commando in hand. He's going to be very confident with that for sure. Looking to pop it and hopefully not his teammates. First one to fall will be Barefoot once again coming in. That'll be Srisha, the Thatcher. Not exactly your average R6 player, if I may say. Getting the entry frag with being yourselves as the Thatcher as well. So yeah, quite the play that we're getting to see exhibited from him. But still, the push has got to happen, and that is not coming yet. Vanquish Paradox taking every single bit of time that they need for themselves into making this conversion happen. I think that's what happens to define them onto attack 2-0 and looking to make that a 3-0 as well. Says no Anaconda to that, and he's going to get himself a nice and a quick refract onto Kurosaki, his former teammate. Just rubbing in some of that rival. We will not be seeing any more of that come out. Because now with only 4 members from both the side of the teams to affect this round, it's going to come down to the 40 seconds that we have to count down.
We're talking about that 40 seconds. Red Vipers have the upper hand, whereas the attackers are slowly making their way in towards the aquarium. They're prepped and ready with the plant, in which Srisha is going to do exactly that. The only problem is the major C4s that might come in either from Electric or from Anaconda. Fake plant will come in from Thatcher to make sure that the C4 should not happen, and looks like it's going to work. Extra with 2 kills right from that rappel, taking out both Anaconda and Electric, and with it, the post plant should be a will for Red Vipers to make it on to the rappel. Will get denied from Seth, as well as Nostalgia gets one, and the other taking out Seth. VPG, 3 attack rounds in a row. They'll be able to win second for Hookah Lounge as well. Also, we take a look at it in the instant replay. Round 4 will commence. And talking about that second round, though, Electric accidentally TKing Seth at that moment was a bit of a much shock to them, if you know what I mean.
Well, I won't let the silence get more awkward than it already is. We'll be picking that up from round 4, people, and let's be honest, Baba. What were you expecting out of this match? What was a possible score? And you were looking at Red Vipers, a age-old team into our league, and so is Vanquish Paradox for that matter. What were you thinking as just from your perspective?
Well, as from my perspective, I say that VPG might actually take this off, taking out Red Vipers, at least putting them in at least 7-3 or a 7-4. Looking at their recent match history from Team Red Vipers, they're not having a good day at all. They cannot, however, try to, mostly win most of their gunfights, especially, going up against L2K when Red Vipers were on defense. They were like, most of the time they were just very worried, and also they just keep changing positionings time and time again. It's as if like they were kind of, afraid to get caught out in certain circumstances like these. They could not challenge the opposition teams. They were just waiting for the attackers to get into the site, and then Red Vipers decide to challenge them at that very exact moment. They're playing against time, and looks like the time is not working out well for Red Vipers. But talking about it though, that run out might, especially from Seth taking out Dope Pope. As the Nomad goes down, a total of 3 air jabs won't be available for VPG. And with it, they have to worry about runouts and spawn peaks. Anaconda does the same too, taking out Nostalgia. Very good start. The Hard Breacher won't be available as well. That could deny some Hard Breach coming in at right towards the second floor hookah lounge wall to make sure that the angles from Team Red Vipers wouldn't have that advantage. But for now, a very good start from Red Vipers, eliminating both Nostalgia and Dopo, but still needs to be careful of Extra because that man, he's been making quite a lot of plays here for the team. Early kills and also major kills when it comes to the execution phase. Whereas Shrisha, being the man who is always a flex player, he always decides to support their teams, give them information, and also go for the plant as soon as possible. Talking about it though, Red Vipers, they're just for now they're just chilling. They just need to wait for VPG to push in towards this side. That's where they'll be able to spring their trap and try to take them out by surprise, or just try to eliminate them through a barrage of pre-fires. Talking about it, the default cams from inside the building hasn't taken out. The outside of the default wall has been taken out as well from the attackers. Shouldn't have much of a problem. Kurosaki will answer back, taking out Bearfur. That is the Legion down, but in a 1 minute 19 seconds left, VPG has a lot in their hands and a lot of less time for them to deal with.
Well, that was quite the long score prediction, but I'll be taking it right now. It's going to come down to 1 minute that we have to count down to. Srisha still looking to get more information with the drone works that he's going to come in with. But a 3 versus 4 is still workable for VPG. We've seen them come out with situations like this before. And speaking of which, the positions are already here. But Seth, he wants to play this differently. He wants to come in for the denial. As the diffuser is already going down, Srisha is going for the plan. Where is the denial, Red Vipers? There won't be any. Because now it's a post-plan situation. 40 seconds and ticking down to it. A 3 versus 3, Srisha gets a frag right after getting off the plant. It's going to come down to the flank that was coming in from them. Still, 3 people kicking. Ali and Anaconda solo make that one less. Red Vipers really need to get some frags, or else there's no way. They happen to walk out of this one. Srisha adds up to that kill count. The scoreboard lights up, but this time in the favor of RV. Set with a quick refrag. He's going to get his fourth, or rather his third. He won't be able to not get at least 10 seconds, and there's no way that diffuser could have gotten counter diffused for that matter. Quite the performance from VPG once again, as looks like the prediction of yours is coming true and coming out far ahead of what we were expecting. Maybe 4-0 already. Red Vipers might be able to put some rounds while happen to be on defense, or will we get to see them take some rounds on the second half? That's exactly what I'm here to find out. But so far, it's been quite the performance, man. You happen to see round 5 underway already with a 4-0 advantage that VPG have taken for themselves. Once again, like I said, VPG is not really playing out of their boundaries or really going out of the box here with whatever they're doing against Red Vipers. What we are getting to see is just VPG being in their own home, being in their own turf, playing the best game at the best possible way they can, and just letting us know that, hey, it's us who happen to be the leaders of this division. It's us who will be hopefully even further. That's what I'm getting to see from this very, very dominant first half of the beginning. 4-0. Let's see what round 5 happens to show us.
Well, round 5, the side yet again will be second floor hookah from Red Vipers. That is again picking the same side. For a moment there I thought they were going to change the side at least back to the first floor kitchen or blue bar. Looks like Red Vipers wants to, set it out right, because the way how Vanquish Paradox won that previous round was mainly due to which that there wasn't a player in towards blue, as whereas the Ash was looking at both of the angles, one in towards billiards and also second in towards blue bar, to make sure that the C4 from below would not happen. Talking about information game, Red Vipers didn't had much to even try to contest against that plant. We did had Anaconda with the smoke. Unfortunately, he was taken out way back. It would have been efficient to try to eliminate him at the right time. They even had 2 early kills in which they did not succeed. Even in a 3v5 situation, all they did was to just plant in the default of second floor hookah, and there you have it. They just actually won it out, putting it in a 4-0. This time I believe this time for Red Vipers it will be different, where Electric will be playing as the bandit. We do see the Ash in towards kitchen, who will make his way. Seth needs to be careful while he's sprinting towards the cool vibe stairs. And Exter patient as patient. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to figure out what kind of you know what kind of predator. Yeah, silent as a tiger, waiting for its prey to jump back. This just immediately just went to an documentary of
It
animal
became a
observation. Yeah,
national
yeah,
Geo documentary
yeah,
very soon. Yes,
yeah.
but it was really funny the way you happened to explain his patience. That he's as patient as a patient. You know, it was that's what it sounded like, and that's what it came off to. But
Yeah.
hey, I'll take that, man. Patients are very patient if you think about it.
I
They've got to
mean,
wait for
I
a
mean,
long time,
especially if it was a
right?
nurse. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah, if the nurse is like, "Hey, we'll just get your meds in a while," then they've got to be patient at that time,
yeah,
right?
yeah. They
So
have
that
to be
time the
patient. Yeah.
patient becomes the one who's pay. No, never mind. We'll focus on the kills for now. Dopo, he's going to get the first one. That's set off the board, and once again, quite keeping up with the trend. In fact, VPG is still being the opening frag. It's going to come down to early man disadvantage again. But hey, look at that. Barefoot just happening to meme on Dope Pope like that. And he gets refragged right quickly into succession as well. Srisha will be the one to get that frag for himself. Write his name on the bullet for the while. But we've still got 40 seconds that we can see RV do something. Well, so far it's been a no-show from them, but could still make something out of this. 3 versus 4. We've seen RV come out of worse situations than this, so it can only make me believe that this one is going to come down to them playing this well. Kurosaki looking to make the push, but Nostalgia. He'll be getting another frag onto Ali. This is not looking good. Electric and Anaconda, the only ones left alive. The Smoke and the Bandit. The Bandit's position given away at the last moment. No! Nostalgia. He was just coming up to that VIP balcony. But hey, here we are with this position given away and the plan being stuck. But there's only 10 seconds left. Wait a minute. There's no diffuser. This could just be Red Vipers' round if they don't don't let them get the kills. And that's just it. Anaconda and Electric pop up on side where Kurosaki gets the diffuser and went Vanquish Paradox. A copper mistake at this level of play. Dropping the diffuser right outside the site, right outside Aquarium balcony. VPG, come on, guys. I happen to talk so great about them just before this round that, hey, they're the ones who are at the top of the leaderboard in this division. What do? They leave the diffuser outside site in a 2 versus 4 with only 20 seconds left. And quite the throw, honestly.
I mean, I guess they were patient. Well, with it, we will proceed to round 6, being the site of first floor kitchen and service entrance. Red Vipers will be able to win their first defense round, winning second floor hookah, and with it, their last resort would be on first floor kitchen and service entrance. Now, VPG just need to make sure that they won't make that mistakes again, or else it will be difficult, which would put Red Vipers on either 4-2 situation in which Red Vipers might have a chance to fling back at the second half and they'll be the one on attack. Surprisingly enough, we'll be able to see Seth playing as the Vigil this time, trying to play the roam game with the help of his ERC scanners, which will conceal his location from the attacker's drones, and also Bearfur with the Echo drones. It is very important, also gives them much more of an advantage here, and also a bit of an extended room towards the service entrance too, which would force the attackers to gain the control on the reception. The only question is which one they'll just try to get the access to. Will they push in towards office? Will they push in towards the reception entrance, or directly in towards this right from the service entrance and just go for a smoke plant? Talking about it, they don't have the Ying as of yet. If there was a Ying in the attackers team, they would have just immediately went in for the plant. But no, it's just going to be a standard push where Kurosaki is making his way in towards the sunrise room with the help of Nostalgia's attacker drone, giving him information. And also, the impact needs will come in to try to take out that deployable shield from long range. They still need to be careful of Electric's ADS placements, though. Anaconda gets caught from the concussive blast, whereas he'll respawn back with the smoke gas canisters. Also, they need to be worried about multiple lines of sight that Red Vipers have as of now. Nostalgia will make his way, making his angle in towards the kitchen window. They're slowly making their way in towards the site here. Satni really needs to be careful about re-peeking back towards that rotation, though, because it's merely a trap for the Zofia to get that kill, taking out and making sure that they would get that early kill. Talking about VPG's early kill, they've been getting it more around like 3 to 4 rounds. Talking about Red Vipers, they're not definitely having a good day at all, not being able to win at least 2 to 3 defending rounds. They will, however, win one by the major mistakes that VPG did. And with it, VPG are just slowly making their in towards the kitchen side. No vertical lines of sight. They will make their way. Doesn't see the shotgun. Misses the shot. Interesting enough, second shot misses. Well, what's going on? Anaconda. Nostalgia will get the kill, taking out Anaconda, and with it, the post plunge will come in, but it actually gets denied from Electric, taking out Shrisha and the other player too, whereas he gets taken down as well. Seth with the double kill, trying to make sure he's going to get more kills as well, taking out Dope Hope. It's not going to work out well. Red Vipers will be the one to win round 6 first floor kitchen, and that would end the first round, putting it in a 4-2. And with it, the second half will proceed, where Team Red Vipers will be on attack and VPG on defense.
Man, let's be honest. VPG clearly gave that round away with what they were trying to pull off at that point. Just able to go in with a double walk in from that window is a suicide in itself. You happen to see that that long courtyard angle being open. There's a vertical angle that they've got to worry about as well, and obviously, very obviously, somehow that smokes shotgun not connecting. But that was supposed to connect, but that would have been something we would care about, just before vaulting into that window for sure. But that's just it. We're getting to see VPG able to let RV take advantage of moments like these. It's going to come down to RV really biting them in the back, and quite seriously, knowing that Red Vipers, they've already got the Vipers in the name. Look at that. So biting in the back is not going to be a whole lot of a difficult task for them, but it's going to come down to that 2 round difference that they really need to count down to. Get that equalizer for themselves, make this a 4-4, and take us to that possible overtime as well. Who knows? Red Vipers right now, it's going to come down to having eyes on them. They're the ones who are on attack. Vanquish Paradox coming back to the defensive side of this map. It's Hello guys, what's up and welcome back to the WD BLACK, the Esports Club Pro League for Rainbow Six Siege. I'm your host Foxtrot, and joining me is Baba Gusta once again. We've had a slight problem and fluctuation with some technical difficulties on our end, and we really apologize for that. But we'll be underway with the match right from where we left off, and maybe just a little bit more than where we left off. That's right, Vanquish Paradox right now on 5 and Red Vipers on 2. Let's get into the game in just a while, but before we happen to do that, it is a very honest out of the hands problem that we just happen to come out of facing. And once again, my sincere and deepest apologies to everybody out there watching the stream right now. It's just a technical glitch that happened to make us miss a little bit of that action. I'm sure you guys must have missed this as much as we did, but hey, we're here now in the moment that matters the most. Vanquish Paradox on match point, while we see Red Vipers really lacking behind. Baba Gusta will be underway with the round 9. What are your predictions?
Well, looking at the two matches that we did not get to see it, what I did saw it is Vanquish Paradox winning 2 rounds of defense in second floor hookah and first floor kitchen in round 8. Whether it will be match point for VPG 6-2. Whether the site will be on first floor blue bar, with Sect will go for a 6 pick, switching from the Twitch to the Zofia. The side from VPG will be on first floor blue bar, and if it does not succeed, they can go back to second floor hookah and end things then and there itself. Talking about Red Vipers though, as yeah, I actually did get a glimpse of it in the previous rounds where Red Vipers attack phase unfortunately, got taken out instead, forcing them in a 3v2 situation, I believe, and Exter was the one who got that last kill. Talking about that blue bar though, Red Vipers might have a chance just by going for a smoke plant maybe, or try to go for a vertical line of sight either in towards the second floor hookah lounge and billiards room. The only problem is they need to deal with the roamers here. I believe that's going to be Kurosaki and Exter. Maybe Shrisha with the my MP5K in hand, who will decide to do the roam duty. We're about to see though what's going to happen here from Team Red Vipers, as the drones will come in from the attackers. Standard stuff. Isn't anything complicated. The only thing which is complicated would be Shrisha taking out Bearfur right in towards the office. That was quite unfortunate because that was a wall bang from Shrisha taking out Bearfur, whereas Seth will answer back, taking out Kurosaki right in towards the entrance of reception desk. With it, a lot of opportunities for both of these teams, although there isn't any difference when it comes to man count advantage because it is equalized 4-4. We do see Extra with the aggressive peak in towards service center and sees the head, and he just picks it right off, taking out Seth. Should put it in a 4-3 situation, denying the access in towards service. Maybe Electric will try his luck and also maybe go for a very good push in which one of them will get taken out from Extra, taking out Anaconda. And with it, yet again, Red Viper is in a similar situation as of the previous round here. Not this time, the only difference is they don't have access inside, neither does the man count, in which VPG will win their defense round. Round 9 goes to them, and with it, the victory do go to them as well. 7-2 against Red Vipers, in which they will put themselves in a very huge lead in the tournament standings too, and also a very huge round conversion rate as well. Oh boy, things are not looking too good here for Team Red Vipers, and also for VPG, a good strong start. Nostalgia with 14 kills in his hand, and with it, that would be the end of the first match. VPG winning their round against Team Red Vipers. Although we still have two more matches to go, I believe. We have Red Vipers versus Throw Syndicate, and then at the last match, we have Vanquish Paradox going up against Team L2K. And talking about Season 5, ladies and gentlemen, Season 5 registrations are live. If you do want to get into the action, head on to the Esports Club. Link is in the description. Solos or squads, or you name it, we've got it. All you have to do is just register, and we will see you guys in the qualifiers phase of Season 5. But for now, we're just going to have to go for a segment which is popularly called as Relive the Moment, where we go back, check out the matches, and analyze on what exactly happened between VPG and Red Vipers, though. Oh boy, talking about map coastline and also the ban phase itself, yes, it was pretty standard. We didn't see any hard breacher bans nor a Thatcher ban. It was just a simple, frag player bans like the Blackbeard. You have the Jackal, which gives information. You have the defenders like Melusi to deny that aggressive denial from the defenders, and also Valkyrie, which would deny the defenders to have that maximum chances to go for a run out or a spawn peak. But in the end, it's just going to be VPG just dominating against Red Vipers in their own turf. And also, let's just go. Let's just get into relive the moment and talk about the match in hand. So, Foxy, we want to talk about it at the match going on between them.
Well, just as the match happened to start off, it was very obvious from what Vanquish Paradox happened to put up from the beginning itself that hey, it's us who's in charge, and it's us who's in control, pretty much setting up the pace for how the entirety of the match is going to be. And just as I happened to take a look at this one, it did come down to us in flashes, or quite literally so, because we had a little bit of a disconnection in the between from our end, but that did not really make us miss the beginning of the action that we got to see from Vanquish Paradox. They were very quick with their attack rounds. That's what you want to do, take maximum advantage of a map like this. There's hardly any maps in Siege, I believe, that could be attacker favored. Coastline somehow still happens to be one of those where you can take advantage on attack, and that's what Vanquish Paradox did. That's what we love to see. And hey, it was just not these clutches or anything flashy coming out from them. It was good teamwork and it's good score line that they have secured for themselves. Only 2 rounds lost into this entirety of the match is going to put them up in a very, very good scoreline when it comes down to the division stages. You happen to think about it. There's so many things that do come out in this round in specific. VPG, some major mistakes like this one, especially. You happen to come down with that Walton onto kitchen. Not the best of decisions. Courtyard's been overlooked. You've got the top angle and the vertical gameplay overlooked completely as well. So does not really matter what you're not putting out forward. What really matters is what you have, and that's what BPG did. They put out the best of the best that they had for themselves today, and that's just it. That's only the half of it. Even with the finish up coming in style, look at that over my shot towards the end, all the way from offices, just too good. But hey, at the same time, it's a little flashy as well. Just finishing off in style, taking it for themselves. That is going to put VPG in a very good spot, and not just a good spot. It's going to put them up in a great spot for the taking of that prize pool into Division Two. Excuse me. We'll be taking a quick look at the team standings right now. That's right, taking a look as exactly how that match happened to affect the leaderboard. Vanquish Paradox on 4 wins for themselves with, look at that round differential, 23 round differential, 12 points as well secured. So that's going to put them up in a very good spot. Just one more victory, and they should be good to go to secure themselves a possible and most probably the champion spot. But hey, L2K and ESM Super and Dauntless Esports and Jet Review. Actually, you know what? It's Division 2. It's the Bloodbath division. I cannot be naming anyone. It'll just not be fair to the others, because this is, of course, the most heated division. Everybody out there looking for heads, looking to get themselves that top spot, and that's just it. That's what the Pro League is all about, and that's what Season 4 has been all about. That was the first match for us, people, that we just got to witness, and that'll be it from me and Baba Gusta for just a little while. We'll be back with another match. That's going to be Throw Syndicate versus Red Vipers once again. That's right, Red Vipers will be coming back on the stream once again to give us some more of that action. I will be seeing you across that break into the match too. I'm Foxtrot, and this is my co-host Baba Gusta. See you guys soon.
We head for the sky, it's alright. Our wings wouldn't fly, it's alright. If we are crashing down again, pieces of love, it's alright. Scattered in mud, it's alright. You're giving me a lie again. And tell me what you want, this time I won't take it to the heart, 'cause I know we won't make it out. I've heard it all before. Yeah, tell me what you want, let me hear that I'm the only one. You know that we won't make it out. We've heard it all before. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright, so let's move on. 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 We head for the sky, it's alright. Our wings wouldn't fly, it's alright. If we are crashing down again, pieces of love, it's alright. Scattered in mud, it's alright. You're giving me a lie again. And tell me what you want, this time I won't take it to the heart, 'cause I know we won't make it out. I've heard it all before. Yeah, tell me what you want, let me It's alright. It's alright. It's alright, so let's move on. 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 Alright, so let's move on.